In today's Bitcoin video, we will be looking at the chart structure, some price targets, and also, very importantly, how deep we might retrace, as well as some reason for why we might retrace, but more to that later in the video. First of all, what has happened since the last video? Honestly, there hasn't been so much change in price or structure. We are still sort of in this consolidation, which has basically been happening since Wednesday the 13th. So now for approximately 3 days almost, we have seen basically nothing except choppy price action. We have to say the S&P 500, which used to be sort of, it's sort of a choppy relationship, but it is sometimes correlated to Bitcoin, is currently seeing a bigger correction. It's not a big correction, but it's decent. So until like this point or somewhere here, they were correlated, and from here Bitcoin just kept rising and S&P just went like this and is basically in a correction now. So whether Bitcoin will follow and we will also see a correction with this remains to be seen. No one can know that, but it's definitely a possibility to consider that the S&P 500 is already in a correction and Bitcoin sort of is unsure whatever is going on right now. For now, the price targets we have communicated these in the past. For one of our scenarios, the green one, we've already reached it at 91.1k, and the blue scenario has some room up higher for 93.9k. There are more price targets that we have, which we communicate with our members. If you're interested, check our website, which can also still happen. We also think that are likely, but more importantly now, because we've been saying this for the past videos, a correction is very much possible, and whether it's overdue or not, well, you can make up your own mind on that if you see this graph. But what is definitely possible, if we're in the blue scenario, that we retrace somewhere in this area and the green one somewhere in this area. I won't elaborate as much because we've discussed this in the past videos. If you're interested in that, just check out yesterday's or the last Bitcoin video. But for now, we can definitely say the structure is not telling us anything else except buyers and sellers are just unsure what's happening. It is a weekend now, so usually that means a little price action, of course, because we're in the height of the bull market. This can be different today. But yeah, for now, I would personally, of course, you're responsible for your own trades. I would be careful with opening new positions here. Me personally, I would wait because this doesn't really look like a start of another bullish structure. Prices, buyers and sellers are unsure. And as we've communicated, there is a good chance that we see a larger pullback into one of these support areas before we continue up higher. But if you're interested in a more in-depth analysis and more exact price targets and everything, our exact opinion, and even more indicators that we analyze, just feel free to check out our website. But now to one more reason why we might actually see a correction. The liquidation heat map. I've brought attention to this in the past videos as well, but I will just go over it one more time. So what you can see here is where we are currently with price. It's the same price chart as you've seen on the other chart. And these colorful zones are basically where the liquidation prices of long and short positions are. And we tend to move towards these positions. We also highlight this on our website, why exactly this happens and how you can use it for your advantage. But basically what we can see currently, there is a lot of liquidity here at 85 and 75k, and also since recently at 92k. So these areas are areas of interest which may actually get collected in the next days. So looking at our support zones, 85, 83, that's the first one we've communicated, and sort of this 77, 72 is they're both likely. So the scenario isn't just some numbers we put on the chart, it is actually something backed by data. Not only this, more, as I said, I won't be sharing the more things here. But yeah, I think that's enough said for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.